Hello there, my beautiful Leos, and welcome to your weekly love reading for this week of June 2nd to the 9th. Leo, stick around towards the end. I will be getting each zodiac signs, feelings, and actions towards you for the week. So let's get started into it. Let's see what your oracle is giving for love first and get some details. Bear with me as I read for single, separated, and partnership. Take what's yours, leave the rest behind. First card out is nostalgia. All right, so some of you could be reflecting on the past at this moment. You could be reflecting on the past with somebody. We have refocus. And we have bound. Okay. So I feel like you are trying to find some answers or some type of clarity from some past situation. Now, there could be a very, very strong indication that there is a past individual coming back in, and that's what's bringing this energy about. Nostalgia doesn't necessarily have to come through with an individual. You know, you could be connecting to somebody, or you could have met somebody new, and there is a sense of reflecting on the past so you don't repeat these cycles. That's what I'm going to go for a lot of you, especially because you have refocus. So this week is all about what energy can I put out there differently, and what energies can I evolve and grow in my love life and romance specifically. This is for this reading, that you can not recreate difficult or toxic cycles that you may have went through in your past. So does this have to mean that a person brought this energy about? Not necessarily, but for some of you, possibly. Let's clarify. On nostalgia, we have forgiveness. All right, so for some of you, there really is an apology coming in, a past individual. And, you know, when apologies come in, it's just a direct momentum on reflecting on why the individual is apologizing. On refocus, we have surrender, and on bound, we have unawakened. All right. So I feel like for some of you that are going to be or are hearing from somebody from your past, or still connecting to somebody that you have history with, I feel like they may attempt to take some accountability this week. But in the way the energy is coming through, at least for these cards, I don't necessarily feel like there is a full-on, oh my gosh, look at the progression of this. You're definitely going to give this person another chance and see where it goes. For some of you, the apology is enough, and you're kind of like, all right, thank you. I needed to know. Some of you just needed that, or felt like you needed that. Because I don't necessarily see everybody here like, oh my gosh, yay, apology. Definitely taking this person back. I feel like if you're in a relationship specifically and your person did something wrong, I feel like they're going to take accountability, or at least say the words. But I feel like your energy isn't going to do much until you actually like see it in action. Like you see them different, not just them telling you they're different. Let's get the tarot theme cards. We have lead with the Emperor. Yeah, so somebody is definitely asserting themselves into your energy. They're like, hey, Leo, I'm sorry. Hey, Leo, it's me. Hey, Leo, I want a chance with you. Because if there is a new energy in your life and there is no past people anywhere or all around, you may be trying to figure out what in your past you need to forgive to open up the heart. You know, forgiveness is a very broad energy, and it's not always to another person. Some of you may be in a position of forgiving yourself as well. Take the lead with the Three of Wands, and we have moving on with the Eight of Cups. Yeah. So I definitely feel like there is going to be some sort of reflection on processing emotions. And I feel like for some of you, you may have not even known that something was still triggering you because you weren't actively in the environment. So for example, say you're like, yeah, no, No love for me. I'm okay protecting my peace over here, healing, growing, and evolving. How would you really know how much you healed and grew and evolved if you don't put yourself in a similar theme of life? So if you're like, oh, romance, I'm healing from it, I'm evolving from it, you wouldn't really know how healed and evolved you are until the next romantic partner, because then you have the experience to see it. So I feel like for a lot of you, there is this realization of, or this moment of realizing your growth. So are you going to still be triggered? Like when I said possible past person of apology, did you just get a pit in your throat or in your stomach? That's still some type of need to release something. Let's see. On the Emperor, we have the Three of Wands again. Wow. Three of Wands is here twice. So somebody is ready to take action towards you. Somebody is ready to say, you know, Three of Wands is an action energy, and B, possibly who or what you've wanted them to be. Three of Wands, Three of Pentacles. All right, that was what I was looking for. I'm like, yeah, we can see wands all we want, but where's the actuality of it? So I feel like for some of you, you may be seeing somebody actually words match their actions, and a full-on moment of getting over something that you didn't really thought you would get over because you didn't necessarily know if you were over it. And there's going to be a experience that happens for you this week that gives you clarity on really if you're truly over or healed from the past. And it doesn't always have to be a person. It could just be the pain itself. And that's why we have moving on here, clarified by the Hanged Man. Yep. All right, so the universe is bringing you some type of experience in your romantic life, whether it's a person that you connect with for the night, a person that you're connecting with for a while, a couple weeks, a couple months, whatever the case may be, or your actual individual of who you are connected with in a relationship. I feel like there is a really strong energy that is happening for you this week where you're going to realize if you're truly over something. And I say that in a very broad way. So if you're in a relationship and there's just something that still bothers you about this person, and you're just like, I just can't trust them. This week, you're going to know why you still don't. And it's either going to be an answer inside of you or an answer they give to you. Your advice is the High Priestess. So listen to your intuition. What is your energy trying to tell you? Some of you may be connecting dots right now as well. A Hanged Man and the High Priestess are both Pisces energy. You could be dealing with a Pisces. You also have Aries here with lead. And your outcome is the Tower. Yeah. So either you're going to be super surprised that you're healed and over something and not triggered by something, or a little surprised that you still are. It's one or the other. I feel like this is a very straightforward energy, which I do very much appreciate. Thank you. So let's clarify this. Hanged Man, High Priestess, and the Tower. Someone's asserting themselves. For sure. For sure. And I feel like they're going to try to make strides to move this connection forward or replace themselves in your life. Not replace, but re-put themselves in your life. And if this is a new person you're connecting with, you know, that's exactly the energy that I feel. If it's a self thing, you know, I mean, it could have to do with the other person as well, where you're like, ooh, wait, hold on a second. This seems really good, but why am I fearing it? Or you could be observing certain things. You know, you have double Pisces energy. That's a very observational energy. You're going to observe something in your own energy or outside of you. Could be both. Let's see, the Hanged Man with the Page of Swords. Yeah, and you're going to learn from it. There it is. There is a really strong sense of clarity here. Your advice with the High Priestess is the Knight of Swords. Yeah. Clarity is going to come in all of a sudden. Like it's not been there. There's been a lot of confusion. Then all of a sudden it's here. And that's exactly the analogy that I was trying to explain, where there is a solitude moment of healing from romance, yeah, you haven't even engaged with anybody romantically, so how would you really know at what level you're healed? On the Tower as your outcome, we have the Nine of Swords. Yeah, some of you may figure out, like, oh crap, wait, I still have trust issues. Or, oh crap, wait, I still am not over something. Or, oh crap, wait, now I know how to get over something. Like, something's happening for you where you're going to be surprised, and I feel like you're also going to surprise yourself. I don't feel like this is just an external surprise where someone is surprising you. Let's see, why is the Tower here to the Nine of Swords? Seven of Wands. Yeah, I'm not surprised. The Moon. Oh yeah, something's coming up from the depths. From the depths of your being. Yeah, no wonder why you have nostalgia, surrender, unawakened, bound. All right, so there could be a potential trigger for you. And I don't feel like triggers are bad because triggers are showing you what still needs to be healed, right? And that's why, you know, when we look at the themes of consciousness and our energy as we hold as people, there is a flow in the energy, right? You shouldn't always be in down, contracted energy, but when you are not in the experience, you can't know how you feel about it. So let's even remove romance. Yeah, even though this is the weekly love reading. Say you have a traumatic connection to a traumatic experience with a boss, right? And you never worked for anybody since then. You're like, nope, I'm never working for anybody else in my life. This is not happening. I'm going to work for myself. And you just avoided working for another person and just said, I'm not doing it. And then an opportunity arises where it's a seasonal thing. It's for 2 months, but it's owned by a different person. But the opportunity arises for you to do a little side quest and also make money. And all of a sudden, you're looking at this person and you're like, wait a minute, hold on. I told myself I wasn't going to work for a person ever again. You must be how that individual was. And there comes all this fear. Because that also stems from a sense of possibly feeling that when you decided to work for that person in the past or romantically decide to be with that person in the past, there could be a reflective moment where you have to forgive yourself for choosing to do that or staying somewhere for longer because of the love or because of the money or because of the this or because of the that. So you got a week. You got a week ahead. I'll tell you that. Something's definitely going to come up for you. The readings like this don't come out that often where I'm like literally to the point. And I feel like the word trigger is super intense. So I just feel like something's definitely going to come up for you to process this week and somehow, some way is being initiated and asserted through your romantic life. So pay attention. In terms of zodiac signs in your spread that could be around you or in your chart, Leo, you have Aries, you have Taurus, you have Scorpio, and you have really, really strong Pisces. Pisces rules the 12th house. The 12th house is the deepest, our subconscious, things that we ignore, things that we avoid, things that we suppress, things that we just sometimes aren't even fine to have the awareness of it. And that's why you're having all this observational energy. Ooh, something's going on this week for love. Wow. All right, let's see what you have in all signs, feelings, and actions towards you for the week here, Leo. Take what resonates with this portion as well. Leave the rest behind. Come back at the end of the week if you want to connect the dots. But keep in mind, time is fluid as well. We have Aries. I wonder if you're happy without me, and the Wheel of Fortune. So Aries is wondering how you're doing with their energy, either distant from you or not around you as much. And with the Three of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune, it does look like Aries wants to change that. They want to be around you more. They want to be in your energy more. And they don't want to wonder if you're happy without them. They want you to be happy with them. Very strong interconnection of a destined change to quote unquote working things out with an Aries or just bonding more with one. Taurus. I left when I saw you with someone and the Chariot. So Taurus could have some undercover jealousy issues or just undercover insecurity where they assume that you were moving on or that you have moved on. And with the Chariot and the Five of Cups, they feel like they should move on or distance themselves just like you have done because they're disappointed. You may also feel disappointed in a Taurus as well. But there's definitely some type of distance this week. Gemini, I couldn't let you get close to me, and the Six of Pentacles. So Gemini may have felt a little bit breadcrumbing towards you, like they didn't really give you much. And that's because they were doing that on purpose with the Seven of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. Gemini is trying to keep you at arm's length for whatever reason why. So if you don't want to be kept at arm's length in romance, then it's probably in your best case to distance yourself. Others of you could find yourself trying to, you know, there could be, this kind of connects to the spread a little bit. Something could be coming up with a Gemini where you don't feel balanced with them. And it's very obvious. We have Cancer. I wish I had treated you better in the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like Cancer actually wants to treat you better here with getting the Eight of Pentacles. They want to put effort into this connection. And with the Temperance card, they're hoping that eventually you two can come back together, make peace with each other. I feel like Cancer is working on themselves at the moment as well. And they are having some regretful thoughts about this connection. And with Temperance, that does take some time. But I feel like Cancer, if you're with one, you may see some more effort this week. If you're distant from one, there could be some sort of reconnection in the future. Leo, I regret lying to you, and the Hanged Man. All right, so Leo feels like you lied to them. You are Leo, so take which way you want to take this. They regret lying to you. I'm sorry, that they lied to you. I mean, you are Leo, so whichever way. There could have been just some lies in the mix. And with the Hanged Man, it looks like there's some stuck energy between the two of you, Two of Wands. Not really sure which route to go, what path to take. So it looks like neither of you are making a judgment call just yet, but there is some energy of feeling stuck between you and a fellow Leo. Virgo, I want to be more than friends, and the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like Virgo may be in a very strong sense of independence, but it does look like they want to move this connection forward to being more than just on a friendly level. Nine of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. Yeah, you may be getting a lot of recognition, happiness, and love from a Virgo this week in their attempt to move this connection into something more romantic. Some of you, there could be some home situation between a Virgo as well. Libra, my life is not as together as it seems in the moon. So Libra is hiding a lot of things. They're not making a lot of things known, and that is on purpose. They don't want it to be known when the moon comes through. And with the Page of Pentacles, I feel like this connection of cards is indicating that Libra, like they want an offer, like they wouldn't mind an offer or making an offer, but they're really strongly in the position of trying to keep to themselves for their own reasonings. Could be financial things as well. Next up is Scorpio. I don't react when people mention you, and the Ace of Cups. So you could be hearing from a Scorpio this week that you have not heard from in a while. There also could be some sense of, what's the word I'm looking for? Emotional confession between you and a Scorpio. Some of you could also be meeting a new Scorpio when the Ace of Cups comes through, so pay attention. Whatever the indication here, I don't react when people mention you coming in as they're feeling. So if this is a reconnective Scorpio, people may have definitely been bringing you up. Or even if this is a new Scorpio, there could have been people in their life like they've been talking to you about, and then people are asking like, oh, have you talked to that Leo yet? Or have you made a move yet? And they're not reacting. But a move is going to be made by a Scorpio. Sagittarius, I will wait for a sign from you, and the Ten of Swords. Could have been an ending here between you and a Sagittarius. They're waiting for a sign from you to see if there could be a possible reconnect or some type of clarity or apologetic conversation. They're trying to stand their ground and keep their emotions stable, and I feel like they're just waiting. Next up is Capricorn with I love you and the Queen of Swords. So Capricorn definitely has feelings for you, but the Queen of Swords, I feel like they're very logical with their feelings, even though they actually have deep feelings for you. Capricorns are the sea goat. So although they are Earth, they are considered the sea goat. So they are emotional. They just hide it. And I kind of feel like Capricorns don't like that they're emotional. It's almost like they get mad at themselves for being emotional. It's like, oh, I feel like it's the whole thing. And you do have bound here. So Capricorn energy did come out actually in the Oracle. They do love you, but that's what I feel with this combination. I feel like they have no idea what to do with the strong feelings that they have for you. And it's almost like they are a little bit stern with themselves or with you because of these feelings. Yeah. Next up is Aquarius. I bury myself in work to forget you and the star. This is Aquarius's card. So it could be a total renewal of healing and beauty between you and Aquarius this week. They have buried themselves in work to forget you. And with the devil, they've been trying their best not to be triggered by something. And with the Knight of Pentacles, have patience. And with the star here, it looks like there could be healing, wish fulfillment, and some beautiful energy with an Aquarius. After possibly some type of difficulty or tension or Knight of Pentacles waiting period. And Pisces, I know I messed up everything in the Four of Swords. So Pisces knows that they mess things up, but they're not really doing anything about it. Four of Swords is a card that is sleeping. So Pisces may be very inactive with their energy. 4-4. I get an energy with this, like, Pisces here, and then they're not. They're right in front of your face, and then they're MIA. 10 of Wands. Yeah. Could be that they're going through some things or dealing with some things, or there's just some burdens in this connection or burdens in life in general. But I feel like you could be dealing with an inconsistent Pisces who is like really upfront at one point and then distant and then back and forth. So let's make sure everyone's out here for you, Leo, for the week. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, Leo. Thank you for being here and for watching. The Money Waters are on sale. I cannot believe, I think 28 orders this weekend. Thank y'all so much. Money Drawing Water is on sale. You know, I already told y'all in the last reading, I, impatient, had to use some when I cleaned my desk already. So I'm actually going to show y'all how I use it a little bit. Specifically, actually, between readings. So, obviously, I got to cleanse the table because I read for, you have a channel, Leo, and another zodiac sign has a channel, Pisces. So, if you have any Pisces placements or ever want to cross-watch, head over there. Anyways, so usually I have to cleanse the table. Well, not usually, always. So, I was using the money water that I had gotten, but, you know, then I was like, oh my gosh, I make stuff all the time. I'm making this stuff as well. So, basically, you don't need to use the whole thing of water. It's meant to be in drops, right? So, you'll see the use. If you go on my Etsy shop, you'll also see, like, where it says. Money Drawing Water is crafted with intention and infused with herbs and oils traditionally associated with prosperity and financial blessings. You can use it to wash your hand, anoint your wallet, or important documents added to your cleaning regimen. So, right now, in the way of use I wrote on the label, we're going to use it as a cleaning. So what I usually do is I put my thumb on top, because what, when you guys get it in the mail, I want you to smell it. It's strong. You don't need a lot of it. So you want to just like drop, just a little drop, drip, drip, drop, right? Like so, right? You can't even see the drops. That's how small the drops are, but they're coming through. Okay. Now, what I like to do is use I do a 2-in-1 and I use my hands. Because why not? Why am I going to use a cloth? So I use my hands. I would rub it in. I'm going to have to do this all over because I'm showing it to you guys on camera. But 23 orders or 28 orders. Something between 23 and 28. I forgot exactly what it was because some of y'all ordered numerology reports and readings. But the Money Waters, I could not believe how many came through. I was like, oh my gosh, we got to start packaging now. Anyways, so rub it in. I like to give it a little smell because it does smell very nice. And then I would do the sound and the incense real fast. So, Money Drawing Water. And the free gift that comes in the Money Drawing Water that everybody will get is the feng shui coins. You will receive 3 feng shui coins per bottle. So that means if you were one of the people who ordered more than one of these, that means you got the free goodies times 2. So it's 1 product per free goodies, right? So if you buy more than 1, I'm not just going to give you 1 pack of free goodies. You're going to get 4 pack of free goodies if you bought 4, you know? Because some of y'all, I know, use these things from my shop as gifts for other people in your life. So why would I not give y'all extra or the amount of free goodie packs? Anyways, so you're going to get 3 feng shui coins. I give you 3 because manifesting my body, mind, and soul connection. I would put, because a lot of you guys are going to receive your orders this week. So I would put one of these in your wallet. I would put one of these like on your working desk, like wherever you work. And then the third one, put wherever you feel. But I would definitely do those 2 spots. I'm going to get bigger bottles soon. And I'm actually going to put 1 in the bottles when I get the 4-ounce bottles. Because I definitely feel like that would be cute as well. Now, there's other free goodies that come in. But a lot of you guys are getting your orders this week, like I said. And I want you guys to be surprised. So I'm not going to show everybody everything. And not only 2 of you, but a couple of the orders got a golden 100. And actually, no, I'm not going to show you. I got to stop. I'm like, wait, let me show you the other thing. You'll see it when you get your order. So thank you so much for supporting my shop. Y'all, I appreciate it so, so very much. So many of you on here, of my subscribers, y'all always support the little kits that I make, the spiritual things that I make. And it's just so awesome to see how amazing it works for you guys as well. As I can only give or make or sell something that works. Like, I just can't do anything otherwise. So, that's what I have, my beautiful, wonderful, amazing Leos. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell. You can head to my Etsy shop if you want to see what I do have on sale. And see if there's any money drawing water left. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye now, Leo.